My Satanist Tinder date. I matched with a girl on Tinder and we got to talking about normal stuff, like music. Eventually, I asked for her number, which she gave to me. When we started texting, things started to get weird. She had already been giving me pretty short responses on Tinder, like 3 to 4 words or very blunt. She continued that in our text, but she seemed to always want to derail the conversation into smexual topics. I was attracted to her, so I would go along with it. It would be weird though, because I would be talking about the least schmexual things imaginable, like my family, how I work with kids for my work, or how I'm Catholic. I would be on these kinds of topics, and then she would, out of the blue, text me very explicit suggestions, like that she was or wasn't wearing, scenarios she'd like to find herself in, ask me about what I would like to do if she was blank in front of me, etc. Usually, she'd ignore the original topics completely. This is already really odd. Is her name Bonnie Blue by chance? One time she asked if I had ever had someone use a love spell on me and if I would let her use one on me to make me become obsessed with her body. I said no, explaining how I'd pretty much only dated Catholic or Christian girls at this point, and that being Catholic myself, I didn't believe in or support that kind of stuff. She then replied explaining how it's just a misunderstood, forgotten form of spirituality. I wasn't judging at this point, but said something along the lines of I was taught that those kinds of actions are usually gateways to the devil. She then responds with, not all Satanists and devil worshippers are bad. Which can be true, but I feel like it's being taken out of context in this moment. And then said that she's read a lot of books about the occult and she has learned a lot from them. I asked her if she was a Satanist, and she never gave me a straightforward yes or no, so that was where I drew the line. We were supposed to meet for lunch the following day, but I told her I wasn't feeling up for it anymore, and that I thought we had personal ideologies that weren't compatible. She then tries very hard to convince me to still meet up with her. She suggested stuff like buying things for me that I wanted, not even meeting up for lunch and just having me come over to her place, trying things out that I've never done before. She was being very pushy and really trying to make me stay, seemed almost desperate. Finally, she says that she was only joking about the Satanist thing the whole time and still wanted me to give her a chance. I said no, and then she responded by sending me completely blank photos of herself. I asked her what she was trying to do since I had already said no so many times. She responded with, "Let me seduce and hypnotize you." That's when I blocked her and deleted her number. She then tried to reach out to me on Tinder again and Snapchat, so I had to block her on those as well. That same night was when the weird stuff happened. I had very vivid and scary nightmares. I felt this dark presence over me in my sleep and saw this shadow in my dream. I've never had sleep paralysis, but this was the closest I've ever felt to having it. I was talking to my 5 other roommates about the whole situation, and apparently that same night, 4 of the 5 of them also experienced very terrifying and realistic nightmares.